up? Welcome back to another episode of Unpacking True Purpose. We are here and we're super excited for you guys to join us. Before we even get started, don't forget to like and share this video and make sure you guys are subscribed. Send it to your friends, family, whoever needs to hear this message. Today's episode, we are talking about something that I know we all deal with. And some point in time of our lives, we have struggled with it, or you're still struggling with it, and it is temptation, okay? And I think one thing when I was thinking about this topic about temptation is that sometimes when we think of the word temptation, we automatically think about sex. We automatically think about, sexual things. But there's other things that can tempt you that are not necessarily sexual, you know? Exactly. So I think on this episode, what we're really trying to do is, first of all, what is temptation, how to avoid it, and we're just going to be sharing some tips and little tricks that can help you with whatever it is that you are being tempted with. So I kind of think we should first define what does temptation mean, or what is that for you personally, because it will be different for everyone.
For me.
I was like,
I think Pastor is the best person to define it.
Okay, you go ahead.
Okay, so my definition of temptation, this is not the dictionary or the standard or the universal.
Right.
So the way that I define temptation is things that take me away from what God intends.
That's good.
It's the way that I define temptation.
That's good. Perfect.
So that's why I like that you said that it's not just sexual. There's other things that are temptation that has nothing. Because I feel like as a society, we've made sexual sin make it seem like it's like the biggest
sin ever.
Right? When it's not the case, because
but gossip,
everybody's going to the same hell.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not like there's levels to this hell. It's just one hell. So, because think about it, many believers, right? A lot of believers don't struggle with sexual sin as much as unbelievers do. So for some reason, we feel like we're so much more righteous than them. When if you're stealing or you're lying
or
gossiping,
and the Bible says it's an abomination.
You're still
just like
I think that's a really good point, because I think that temptation is. And even that's the thing too. I think we sometimes even to kind of even correct that part. I think because even Christians be struggling sexually too, like probably more than others, because it's like at least in the world they're enjoying it.
They know what they are,
and they're getting it. You are not getting it, and you have to suppress it, and you have to sit there quietly. And you can't talk about it. So it's like a whole lot of stuff that I think which we need to break from that. Like we should be able to comfortably have a safe space where you can talk about your struggles or whatever it is you're going through.
That means you virtually overcome it.
Yeah, because and even if you slipped up, you should be able to come and say, okay, this is what happened, this is what I'm doing. But it's also in other areas, because I don't think anyone ever comes and says, I'm struggling with gossiping. I'm struggling with, I'm tempted. Like, we never ever do that. We only come when it's like, oh, is it sexual morality? Is it drinking? Is it smoking? Like, it's like, why does it have to always be those quote unquote extremes? Because I think
the most extremes are the sexual, smoking, and the drinking.
But I think that's because it's an outward thing that you can see. You can see it, right? Because you can actually
see the sexual one.
No, like let's say maybe somebody's being sexual or something like that.
So you can see
like in that sense. But like the gossip and the lying, those other things that people won't catch you, we never really address that, right? We kind of just sneak it under the rug. But people are doing it. A lot of people are gossiping and saying, oh no, you shouldn't do it. But they're the ones doing it. So it's like, I feel like if we all try to act like we're all self-righteous and we're all holier than thou, like that thing gets me so upset, because it's like, just because somebody else is drinking and you can see that, you are doing other things. So how are we helping each other, right? Like, how are you also dealing with your temptation of lying? But you don't think it's even a temptation. You don't even deem it as
lying is like
murdering. You don't see
it. Lying on someone, it can even kill the person.
So it's like, how do we actually navigate that? So like for you, I mean, you don't have to share what your temptations are, but like, or for somebody, like, how do you navigate even, sexual temptations, we understand that, we kind of get that, but like even other temptations or even other things that are not necessarily, the best things for us in general, or anything that pulls you away from God, to your point, right?
Yeah. So for me, the way that I navigate that is always identifying what the triggers are, right? What about that particular temptation, like what state of mind am I in, right? So that's one. And two, identifying it, and then what's the word? Changing my focus,
right?
Like just let's say for example, if you're tempted to gossip, right? since that was one of the ones, right? Like if you're tempted to gossip.
Wait, let's actually define gossip.
Yeah, what is gossip?
Because I feel like gossip.
Updating your friend on what happened when they were not there, is that gossip?
Is that really gossip?
I don't think so.
I don't think so
I'm just
either.
informing them.
That's what I'm saying.
So
What exactly?
No, but is that gossip? That's not gossip.
Yeah, I feel like
So what
gossip
is
and
gossip,
slander
person?
is like if I'm talking about something,
Bad. Right?
I don't know if like is that because I feel like what is gossip? Because I feel
So
like
what do you think is gossip? Talk about
everybody talks about everybody in a way. Like everybody does.
What do you mean defining this
No.
so well? Giving information. What kind of information? Is it a false
Then
one?
the
or
FBI is also
just
gossiping. The
telling?
CIA, the FBI, everybody's gossiping because they're giving out
They're
information.
sharing information.
You know what? That's crazy. All of these apps that have been giving out our data information.
They're gossiping about us. No, but
Indirectly.
I define gossip as spreading false rumor.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
So that's
Okay.
False
Okay.
rumor, exactly.
Okay.
So things that are not true.
Yeah.
So if you tell somebody,
But even if it's true, it's not everything that you have to tell. You're a teller. I mean,
Okay.
I come to
So
tell
when
you
it's
something.
true,
Why
when
would I
it's
go
true,
and
oh,
tell
somebody's like,
everybody?
oh, I wasn't there. What happened?
Yeah, is that gossip?
Am I not just being a
That's
news
gossiping.
commentator? But I'm a news commentator. I'm just spreading the good news.
But I don't want them to be in the dark about what happened.
No, you are just a gossiper.
No,
Let the
that's
person
not
say
gossip.
them.
No, let's say I wasn't there, and okay, it's
Like
what?
Jules is my friend.
Right, like
And we went somewhere and she wasn't there, and
Right.
something went down. But I know that we are all gonna meet again.
right,
And I'm updating her about what happened.
and it could even look back.
Updating
But
in which
I'm
Okay.
giving her exactly what happened. Like I'm not.
She's not adding anything.
And
She's just
salt.
giving what actually happened.
that's giving information. That's
Yeah.
not gossiping.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. That's what we just defined.
That's
So
the-
gossiping would be like if she added in something to the story.
Did you hear?
Oh.
Come. Let me tell you something.
The gist,
The things that you do secretly. Did you?
Oh, so
Is
maybe
gisting gossip?
Depending on how you're gesting it.
that's true. Because what if? You know what I think gossiping is like if you're telling something that you didn't want the other. So like, let's say you found out so and so was sleeping with so and so's man or whatever.
That's you're gossiping.
And she told you, and then now you're gonna be like, oh, did you hear? So and so was sleeping with so
That's
and
the
so.
gossip.
That's not news. I mean,
But she didn't tell you
So-
to broadcast it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's
Oh,
kind of
okay,
like now you
okay,
gossiping
That's
about
between
her.
the two of you. So why
Okay.
are you gossiping? Because you're telling.
It's different if it was everything that was
Was
there that we
already
could
there
all
and
see.
everybody was there.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's like, oh, if you were there, we all saw it. But it's like if I'm
Goddamn.
telling you something that, because then we all
No,
gossip.
some people are gossiping, even the other people. But you see, that's your.
Or is it the mindset, the motive with which you share the information?
That's your.
It's like I just wanted you to know. So if anything happens, you also know that I have a witness.
I want to know where I
No,
fall.
you are just a gossip.
So, okay.
Yo, we all do it. That's the
So you
crazy
need
thing.
to define.
What if
it.
I
You
meant
have a
well?
gossip
I meant
bye-bye
well.
thing.
Like I
You
was
meant well, like what?
like I was just telling her because I'm like.
So she's my friend.
Yeah, I want
want
to give her the
know.
information, but I'm not mad. I'm not saying
I'm
anything
not mad
bad.
at the other
So I'm not
person.
saying anything bad. about the
Whenever,
girl.
okay, so if you come to give me the information about her,
Mhm.
if she finds out, is she going to be happy?
No.
If she's not happy, then you gossip.
But it was not false information.
It was,
It was
no,
what
but
she
that's
did.
what. But wait, if she finds out and she's going to be upset, then you gossip. Because that means you should have told her that. Oh, I'm going to tell her.
Then nobody
about
does
it.
that.
No, that means
Nobody
you're
does it.
gossiping.
Nobody's like, hey, by the way, then you told me. I'm gonna tell her.
That's
I know
what
she
makes-
won't tell anybody.
That's what makes it a gossip.
It's like then I would
Okay,
have told
so
her
she
myself,
came
but I
to
wanted
you.
her to know.
She came to you, you know what happened? This is what Rosie did to me. I didn't like that, blah, blah, blah. Then you come to me. Did you hear what?
But okay, but let's in that situation, let's say Rosie did something. I'm like, I don't like what Rosie did to me, and we had this conversation. I need a mediator to kind of be like, am I wrong, or is Rosie wrong, or
Yeah.
like, did I say something that was out of line in that situation?
So you're telling her.
Yes, I'm telling her what
Okay,
she
so
said. That.
you told her that what Rosie did to you.
Right.
And she calls me. Did you hear what?
Oh, so I'll be the one
gossiping.
Okay,
You are the one
okay,
gossiping.
okay.
If
Because
you're
you
not-
are venting
okay,
to
right,
a friend.
right,
But
right,
she
right.
is the gossiper. So did you
Okay.
hear? Anytime they ask, did you hear? Whenever they come.
So now we gotta say, did you see?
Or did you hear?
We will switch the wording.
How about I just call you on
Or
video
even
call?
did you taste it?
Okay, this is funny.
I just
Or
call you
like
on
you
video
go to
call.
somebody's
that you can-
house,
So
their
would that be
food-
gossiping if it's happening and I call her on video call?
Yes!
That's even
even
worse.
worse.
That's even worse.
It's like you need to see my
But I
expression.
didn't say. I didn't say anything. I was just letting her see for herself.
Yo.
So that she's part of the conversation.
And the worst one is you go to somebody's home, they gave you food. Oh my God, this is so good. It tastes so amazing. Can you imagine the food?
Oh,
that was bad.
But I'm also helping you know, so next time you wouldn't eat it. So it's like I'm giving you the update.
So that when I come, I can
you.
just eat in my house.
Yeah,
before I get there.
No.
Yeah. Or I'm looking out for my friend, like, oh, just don't eat from that place, or don't eat from her. Like I'm
That's
giving
gossiping.
It's reviews, like a food review. Like you know, you go to a restaurant, it's like the chicken wasn't good.
That's what, yeah.
But you told them that it tastes good.
Because I didn't want to hurt their feelings.
So
like I don't know.
So calling your other friend to say that's gossiping.
Okay, how can we?
How can we do better? Because
Yeah.
I do think we all naturally do this.
So
as
how can we
humans.
set the guardrails for gossip?
Yes.
Please tell me,
Okay.
because I need it.
The worst is, I'm sorry, I know Pastor used to be gossiping about the
About the
the members. Like he used to be telling people what they like. That's bad, but like I mean,
some pastors can't help it.
Right.
Right after, did you?
That's the
head
worst.
sister Margaret, you know she's pregnant for Elder Joseph.
Elder.
Why would they do that? Because pastor can't take the heat.
Yes,
Pastor
like,
is
it's
a
too, but like
gossip.
somebody else got to hear this
Hear
too.
it.
Like it's too
But
hot.
you're a gossiper.
Or maybe you could confide, but then you should also people you could confide in, right? Because maybe he's confided in his team to say like, what should we do about this situation?
But
it's
that's
how you brought
gossiping.
it up.
Either you bring the person amongst them and talk about it.
No, but like let's say, okay, I'm in a mix of a situation that's a bit messy, right? And I now need people with wisdom or other eyes to kind of help me.
So maybe keep it anonymous.
So the people amongst
so don't
you,
say who the person is. Okay, I see what
exactly.
you- So don't expose.
Don't
whatever.
expose them,
Right.
Because let's say that amongst the people, if somebody goes to tell them, you've gossiped about
Yeah,
them.
no, it's true.
I think what I'm hearing is just like understanding like what is the intent of a gossip, which would be to hurt the other person.
Other person.
So
right.
whatever
They
we
confide in you.
do that hurts the other person,
That is a gossip.
that is gossip.
Okay.
Okay.
So you were
So
gonna
how
say
can
something.
we? How can
Pastor,
we
dang.
not gossip?
Oh yeah, you were saying how should we navigate this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So how
yeah.
can we curb the temptation of gossiping?
Yes, because child, some of the
It's
TBT. It's
You
like
just
somebody,
gotta tell somebody.
it is a whole Lipton right now. Like y'all gotta get
tell
this.
somebody, but go ahead. How can we do better?
Because
Yeah,
the
Julia.
gossiping, trust me,
And
that
it's juicy. Like you know when it's hot, like you can't wait to get on
You
the
can't
bus.
wait.
Like nah.
That's what I'm like. Okay, go ahead.
Like I
We're
can't
gonna
let
do
nobody
better.
hear
We're
this.
gonna do better. Go ahead.
oh my God.
I want to know.
Okay. So, first of all, you just look. Then you don't have to hear it.
Nah.
No,
Nah.
that means both of you are gossipers.
Nah.
No, both of you are gossipers.
Nah.
Okay, strategy number one. You don't. We shouldn't hear it. What happens to some of us that want to hear it?
Yeah, like
after we hear
These are
it.
triggers. So you have to care.
nah.
These are triggers.
Life would be so boring.
So you are gossipers. You don't really want to overcome that.
It's not
temptation.
gossip. I don't want to hurt nobody. Listen, I'm not here to hurt. I'm here to help. Because then it's like you're also aware that all.
That's really what we try to do.
Yeah, we're trying to.
though.
It's coming from a good
help
place.
them.
No, you're not. It's not. No, this is a gossiper because
No.
it's so part of you. You can't
No.
even run
Okay,
away from it.
I just like
Why
knowing
do you want to
you know what
hear
it is?
about
I just
people?
like to know information in a certain, not all information. Some information I really don't care. But then there's some because some people, it's like if you know what I know, you wouldn't be doing this. It's like ammunition.
Julia, we're gonna learn and be better.
Yes.
Right?
Okay. So
We're
step.
not gonna hear. Right? So
But
just
some
know
people be
we
telling
some.
us willingly.
Yeah.
They be like, "Oh, let me tell you."
Yeah.
You know, I can't be like,
Just say
no.
oh, say no, don't say it.
No, right
You
now,
said
not
no.
this
Okay.
time. Just change
No,
the
don't
topic.
say
So
it.
Pastor,
Okay,
you
no,
two when they
don't
tell
say
you,
it.
be like, you be like, tell me more. Now, hold on, let me call you back.
See?
He's not the
You
only person
see?
on the line. So I'll call you back. I'll call you back.
For pastors, that's their profession. Think about it. God has called them
Hey,
to no, because that's their
to
profession.
receive Jesus. I know where my
They have
comment is.
they
Okay,
have
go
the
ahead.
grace
Hey.
to hear it and not to mention it.
Ah.
Pastors are like doctors.
Some
You
of them be quick. Be like, hold on.
But it's just like a doctor calling
I'll call you back 2
Did
minutes.
did you hear? You know your sister that came in, he had HIV.
Yeah,
Why would you?
True.
You
That's
can't
true.
do
That's
that.
true. That's true.
That's
That's
true.
true.
Hmm.
That's true.
Do you understand?
So what is it that pastors have and doctors have that we regular people need to cultivate to be able to keep juicy information
Being
to ourselves.
discreet. Being very discreet.
Okay.
And on time. Being discreet. You don't have to mention because I know you.
So no, it's like being discreet with a group. I agree. I don't think there should be everyone broadcast, but maybe just 2 or 3.
All right, for instance,
And it just
we
stays
are all
there.
sitting here.
It just
right?
stays there. It's not going
As
out.
a pastor, you should be able to tell me everything without my left hand even here.
Right.
That is where the trust comes in.
Right.
Because if you tell me, look, if you come to tell me about what you did yesterday, and then it's all over the places, maybe something was just about to happen. Would you come back and tell me?
No.
But maybe if you had told me, I could have saved a lot of lives. You were going to kill people, but I was able to talk to your mind. No, it's not good. Nobody knows about it. That's between us. So I'm counseling you. So you have that trust to confide in me. So maybe you wanted to kill 30 people, but because I'm still talking to you and you feel secure and safe, you're very calm.
Right.
You wouldn't do it. But if I blow it up, it's like, oh my God, I can't trust anybody anymore. Then let me just go out and do my thing.
Right.
So then did I help the situation?
So then can we say that, not to say it in a funny way, but then can we say there's levels to it, right? Like if I tell you something that's casual, that's not really...
I still don't have to say it. It's not my business. You see, we should learn that you are not anybody's mouthpiece. I should not tell on your behalf. If you want her to hear
That's
it,
true.
you
No, that's
should
fair.
call her and tell her. Let me tell you why it's so dangerous. Look, right now, maybe you tell me, I'm going to Whole Foods. On your way, you decided you want to go to Trader Joe's. But you told me you're going to Whole Foods, right? And then you met her. It's like, where are you going? I'm going to Trader Joe's. Then I call her. Oh, have you seen Sister Juliet? She says she's going to Trader Joe's. But then it's like, why is she a liar? Because she told me she's going to Whole Foods. There's a change of plan. It wasn't intentional, but you just had a change of plan because what you're looking for, maybe you're thinking they don't have it at Whole Foods, you're going here. But because you told me, now in my mind, I'm seeing you as a liar. So all she had to do was that, did you see Sister Juliet? Yes, I saw her. That's it.
So maybe
don't say
so
anymore.
maybe it could be like not added in every detail.
Don't say nothing.
No, but if she's asking like, oh, I'm actually looking for happy to like, oh, I know she went to the store. So you're not specific on what it is because it's like I don't know. So it's not like you're lying too because you do know she went to the store.
To the store.
But I'm not gonna tell you what store and everything because
Right.
maybe she doesn't need you to know.
Right. Right. Because
And
some
just
people,
to
it's just
move
how
on.
some people take things.
Yeah.
Because maybe even if she says you went to Trader, I just assume that you lied. Oh, you know, I spoke to Good News. She said you went to Trader, but I thought you told me you were going to Whole Foods. But there are some people that based on that's why I keep saying assumption is a killer. You always have to communicate, find out the truth. It doesn't matter what it is. Ask her. Even though she told you Whole Foods, there might be a change of, oh, I thought you said you were going to Whole Foods. What happened? Because she said she saw you at Trader. Yes, I had a change of mind. But then I can hold back and say, you know, she's a liar. She's been lying all this while. Maybe me being the husband. It's like, so she's been lying. Anytime she tells me she's going to the office, I think she'll be sleeping with some men because assumption, these things are running through your mind. But when you ask them, oh babes, no, I was going to Whole Foods, but they didn't have what I was looking for. So I decided to go to Trader Joe's.
Right.
Ask
that's
and
good.
find it. That's it.
That's
Okay.
good.
I think we're gonna save the other temptations for another video.
Yes.
Gossip has taken over
We
this
didn't
video.
even read up.
And it's a good one. It's a good one.
No, it's valid.
Yeah.
It's valid. So we had one. Some of the ways that we can deal with gossiping. You said just remove yourself
Avoid
from the
people,
situation.
right.
Avoid people that you know are always gossiping.
Gossiping.
So avoid, take yourself out of the situation. Two, even if you're in that situation and they're saying that, you can always stop them and walk away.
Yeah.
So right now you are taking yourself out because you cannot keep your mouth shut. If that's what the problem. But if you can keep your mouth shut, then you can listen. Do you understand?
Okay.
If you know that when you hear it, you can't keep your mouth shut, but you have to repeat it to somebody,
Right.
to people. Maybe even if to one person that you know that you can talk to, that as a friend, that is different. Everybody gossip. It depends on who you talk to. That makes you a gossiper. Do you understand? Everybody
because
is
in a
gossiper.
way I think about it too, because even like the pastor, even though he's hearing this, not everything he'll tell his wife, but there's probably some times where he's like, oh, do you know this is what's happening? How do you think we should move forward?
That's why I feel like it's really.
So if the wife goes out to say it,
if the wife goes out to say it,
she made the pastor. So that is why
Right.
I'm saying that everybody is a gossiper, depending on who you talk to. That makes you a world class.
Or not even a gossip, because everybody talks, right?
Talks,
but gossiping
talks.
is when the spirit
of gossiping.
gossip and slander, and when you want to actually go out and spear people's business that doesn't need to be speared out, right? I think,
Oh, they have good gossiping, but it's still gossip though.
yeah,
Even if it doesn't matter how juicy it is, it's still gossiping.
yeah. So I think those are some good tips, right? I think that, like you said, just be mindful of your triggers. If people, like if you can tell somebody, especially if it's a friend of yours that they're gossiping about and you're in the room and you're hearing it, it kind of seems like you're condoning the fact that you're not speaking up. You're not just like, you know, don't talk about my friend like that. But then it's like, well, this is my experience with them. It's like, okay, well, I'm just not going to be a part of this conversation because I don't think I want to hear that.
But you know what? Sometimes you need to hear what the enemy is planning against a friend.
That's true.
You need to hear where they're coming from. So when you become silent, it's not like you're condoning to it, but you want to know where they're coming from. Maybe they are planning to kill somebody. But when you become quiet and you see everything, you have to apply wisdom and be strategic about it. You can be in the room and let them feel comfortable. But you see, the other friend should understand. That's what I'm saying. Anytime people assume things, that's where it plays it back. Because maybe you are just in the room just to gather more information to help her. But then when she sees it and think, oh, you're condoning to it, you lost it. You need to be patient.
This is good.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I keep telling people, relax, don't assume. Assumption is a killer. Anything you don't understand, ask. Don't confront it, but ask in a very good way. Oh, you know, I thought I saw you with those girls that hate me, and you were just sitting down when they were talking, because I was just behind the door and I heard everything. What was going on? You don't understand. I was just trying to get all the information. Because I think what they were planning, I don't know where they were up to, but I just wanted to be quiet and hear everything. So you chill out. When you see me next time with them, it's not like I'm part of them, but I just want to get more information with you. Then you could. It's very simple.
Wow.
It's communication.
Wow.
Communication.
And having this tough conversation.
And wisdom.
And that's really like the foundation of friendship. Like we talked about it. Like we when it comes to friends, you have to be able to have tough conversations.
Yeah.
Like I just don't believe that your friendship should just be okay. Yes, we agree. Yes, we agree, and that's it. Right? You should be able to say, okay, this hurt me. And you should be able to communicate that to somebody that you call a friend. And for them to receive that and say, oh, I apologize. I did not mean it in that way.
So now the question to you, who is a friend?
Who is a friend?
Who is a friend? Yeah.
Like, what is my definition of a friend?
I'm asking.
That's gonna be let's hold that one. I want to hold that one because I think that's a really good question.
That's a good,
but I think that's gonna be another episode.
Yeah.
I think that's another episode
because I need a minute.
Like, let me process this. So we will definitely be back. So we're gonna dive more into temptation on another episode, and we're also gonna talk about what does it mean to be a friend. So make sure you guys stay tuned. This was a really good episode. I love this. I really did. I love this episode.
I got some work to do.
Yes, we all do. We all do. So make sure again you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.